Welcome. I am Paul DiGiovanni, and this is my partner, Alex Alamista. We are looking to find a working API for our sports gaming website. The name of our website is going to be prolevelgamer.com. We are going to be running an NHL website that has a full functioning API, so people will just have to essentially click a few enter in a team's name, and you'll be able to pull directly off of an EA website and pull statistics. But before we kind of get into that, our main target here on this website is to have it so that the user interface is extremely simple. We already have a web development team, but what we are asking for, it's a little bit beyond their scope of what they are familiar with. So we are looking for a programmer that would have the know-how how to create a completely organic, a completely new API system that would work with the EA Sports website. So, anything to add, Alex, before we get into a familiar website that we can kind of show examples of?
Yeah, so you would be working with our development team, just working the background on extracting data from a web page and inputting slots, and we'll show you what that looks like.
Okay. So, let me just kind of pull this up right here. So this is a very similar website. It's a little bit outdated, but it's something we're going to follow at least the premise of. Ours going to be a little bit more streamlined than this. Excuse me. As you see, they have NHL, AHL, NHL. So this is all stuff our development team is currently working on and has come forth and done really well. What we are looking for is a system where we can obtain these stats, pull these stats from, and kind of essentially create standings. So where should I start with, you think there, Alex? Should I start with the standings and kind of go from there?
Yeah, you can start with the standings and go from there.
Okay. So as you see here clearly, I apologize, there's so many ads on this website. As you see here clearly, there's a bunch of teams. And they're a bunch of like records and win-loss, overtime wins, overtime losses, points, and then goals for, goals against, goal differential, last stand home, away, and then the one goal game records. We would like something similar, if possible, with our API system to be able to kind of interpolate, all the wins and losses and kind of bracket it into standings like this. The model that we will be following is the one of like the NHL and the AHL, where it's like Eastern Conference, Western Conference that breaks down a division. So something kind of like this, but a little bit different. And essentially, what will happen is that after every game, let me actually just kind of I'll click on the Royals. And I'll click on their last game they played on Tuesday. They are able to interpolate data from EA Sports website to make this. This is something like they are able to extract the data from the club website to get these automatically put onto the website after you enter the club name. So you'll have like team stats. You'll have, now they just made these with the wheels and stuff like that, like shots, time and attack, face-offs. There's also goals, total shots, hits, time and attack, passing percentage, face-offs, penalty minutes, power play minutes, shorthanded goals. And then it goes through each player, kind of like what they did, points, goals, assists, plus minus, time on ice, time with puck, shots. I'm assuming that's deflections, passing percentage, giveaway, take away ratio. So, and then with their goaltenders, it's, shots on net, save percentage, goals against saves, goals against average, and stuff of that ilk. Now, this might be like, well, where are they pulling this from? Like, where exactly are they kind of getting these stats from? Well, I'm going to kind of show you right here. For example, let me enter in this website. For example, this is where the data is stored that we would be pulling from. I'm going to enter in, like, there's a search bar right here. I will enter in, I think it's Victoria. just to kind of make sure we get it. So, okay, and this is the team, right? This is the team on the website, right? Right here. So you click on the team. It has its, overall points, wins, losses, overtime losses, division ranking, last 10 games. The most important thing here and what we're looking for is the last matches. So view all match history. It has quite a bit of matches. I believe it's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About the last 5 matches, even private games, right? It's
right.
This is where it would be. This is where the API would be pulling from, is the private games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. The last 5 matches, right? And this stores in here. So I'm gonna go into this game right here, LG Victoria Royals versus Portland Winterhawks. Pull it down. See now what on that former page, right, was exactly here. Goals, assists, penalty minutes, shots, hits, face-off wins, giveaway, takeaways, saves, goal shots, goals against, goalie shots, save percentage, and then it goes down into the user breakdown for each team. Steel Phantom goes into his save percentage, and then, like as you see, drop-down menus for each individual player, giving a little bit more particular information there. This is something that is essentially what we're looking for is a API that pulls directly from this website. So when our teams, like for example, are going to put in their stats, all they need to do is put their club name in, right? And then they can just pull this information automatically from this website.
Right. So it should be. So when they put in the club name, it should automatically pull up these 5 games, where they would then elect the one that corresponds to the game that they're trying to get the stats for. And when they do that, then it'll pull all this information from that particular game, and it gets inputted right away.
Right. And I'm just kind of going through this, showing you, like, all the stats here that are on there are pretty much there. The only one is the time with puck. That's something, I'm not necessarily huge on having to get if we can't get that done. But, I'm trying to show an example of what we're looking to do here on the website. I think this will be kind of a way that the reason why we want this is we want user input to be extremely simple. Extremely simple. We want it to be kind of inviting for a user to come on. The reason why a lot of people don't join these websites is because if you have to manually enter the stats, it's just very, very time consuming for the staff that is included. We are, heavily invested into this project, and we have quite possible big potential here with some important people, and we kind of want to make sure we hit here on the high note. And anything you have to add there, Alex?
No, it doesn't have the time with attack, right, on the website here on the EA page.
Let me actually go. It should have that actually. I apologize. Let me look. No, it actually doesn't.
It doesn't have it on the player, right?
I don't believe so. Let me see. Go to him. No.
Okay.
So that is something we're fine with if we have to have that manually entered, like maybe a couple things.
Right. And then it needs to be a backup system in case this website goes down, where someone can input those scores themselves.
Right. So big thing here, I'm going to kind of go back to LG. Is the big thing here is that we just want people that kind of know exactly what we're looking here for, because click back on the CHL, the league, the team we were just looking on, click to rosters. Apologize, this website's not the fastest, and that's why we're trying to make something of our own, something a little bit unique and interesting. So I'll even go down to the Victoria Royals, because might as well stick with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
look at all these players right here. Now this hot and cold stuff, that's something that could be later on. But I'll even click on, let me click on the owner. This is something very similar we'd like. We'd like an ability to kind of store the statistics. He was actually in that game that they won 4-1. And as you can clearly see,
it takes you back to the other page. So some of these buttons will end up looping to other information that we're grabbing when the game is recorded.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And the big thing is, like, we just want to make sure that we have this all interpolated and kind of put onto the website in a nice manner, because the one thing I like is you get to, like, each individual player that creates a login and a profile, they have their own individual careers. Like, this player went 13-5-4 this season before 1-3, or 12-9-3. It's like, it goes back quite a bit, and that's something that's the ability we want. We want to essentially have all these statistics tied in, so when each player is playing in that game, it goes back to their account, so it's all, like, tied in together nicely. Kind of going from there, like I said, the win-loss record obviously would all tie together with the standings. Kind of would all, like Alex said, it all kind of loops together, kind of all ties together there nicely. One other thing I kind of want to have on this website, the individual statistics done on here is kind of May, but like, let me put regular season. It'd be kind of nice if we could have a points, like a statistics leading category, like points, goals, assists, plus minus, stuff like that. So if I hit a column, if I want to know who scored no goals this season, I know. If I want to score the most, I know. Assist, I know. Just something of that ilk. Oh my God, -1/5. Just we kind of want to have it so we can kind of show the statistics around the league, and we're looking to find a developer that truly kind of knows that could do this pretty easily. I think that's very important for us as a team to kind of make sure we get someone on here that knows how to make an organic API and kind of go from there. We're looking to hopefully get this in a window from, I would say, from middle of August, maybe hopefully middle of October, maybe in November if it has to be. But I'd like a 2-3 month window for this to be done. Obviously, we're sending you this video because we, value your expertise, and we're kind of trying to get the feelers out there. If you have any further questions, you can always reach out to us. Like I said, I am Paul, and this is Alex, and we're always available for any types of question, comments, anything of that regard. Alex, anything else to add here before we get out of here?
No, that's it. Any questions that you may have about any of these things, by all means, please direct it towards us. Let us know. Also take a look at all the information, and also come up with a timeline. When you respond to us, we already kind of said what the timeline we're looking for, but you be realistic and tell us your honest timeline to actually complete a project like this. Yeah, because if it's longer, it's longer, and I will be fully fine with that. We need to, if possible, I'd like to get this up by November at the very latest. But this is a time crunch we weren't foreseeing. But here we are, so we hope you to, hope to hear your response. All information, I will include the website. I will also include any other pertinent information down below in the message. Thank you again. Hopefully you did watch this video and it wasn't too boring. Mm-hmm. And, I'm Paul, that's Alex, and we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.